Hey there, Beth from scrappingwonders.com, and I am up with my second mixed media chipboard tag that I'm using in my December daily album. When I was printing the Golden Christmas kit, I miscounted the amount of paper that I needed cardstock wise. So some of this got printed on actual copy paper, which I'm okay with when I'm going to be collaging because it's going to get reinforced with mediums like matte medium and gesso. So what I did was I took it, and you can see I'm collaging it onto the tag, and I think I wish I had cut out the circle in the middle that I needed before I did all of this, but I didn't, and that's okay. And I kind of wish that I had cut it down to size one side at a time instead of doing what I did, which is I ripped the paper and I used the other half of the paper on the other side of my tag. But I wish I had cut off all that extra first before I adhered it to the back. But that's okay. I'm cool with that. And actually this becomes the front and the other side becomes the back. Again, I'm working with the same product before, which is the Golden Christmas kit from Calico Collage. And look at that. Even on copy paper, look how beautiful this printed out. I mean, it's simply stunning, and I can't wait to add more elements into my December daily from this kit. It's just, I love all of Calico Collage's work. It's amazing. Anywho, I'm back now, and I added a matte medium top coat. And sometimes, I wish I would learn to stop. But I add the matte medium to both the front and the back because I wasn't sure what I was going to end up doing. And I knew I wanted to add some shading, and I was thinking I was going to add some shading with my pit pins. And as long as you have something like matte medium or a gesso, you have a few seconds that you can actually blend the pit pins out, before they dry completely. So here I'm thinking, maybe my matte medium is not enough, and I added a coat of clear gesso, but I feel like even though it's clear, I feel that the gesso took away from some of the vibrancy that I had going on. But for me, lesson learned, and that's the whole thing with mixed media. You never know until you do it, and you never know how it's going to look and what you're going to get. In the end, I'm super happy with the final product. And if you watched my other mixed media tag video, you'll see that the first tag is completely different, which is so crazy to me because I literally did both of these tags in the same day within the same time frame. Like I think it took me about an hour, maybe a little bit longer, to complete both of these tags, and I did them both at the same, within that same time frame. And I already said that it's late, and my voiceovers tend to get a bit wonky when it's late for me. So here I am, and I'm doing the blending thing, like I said, with my pit pen, and I'm just yawning again. I'm trying to get that border going, and after it dried on that side, yeah, I wish I had used more of a damp finger like I did on this side. But that's okay because I will fix the other side with tons of mixed media. I just haven't done it yet. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the water from the paintbrush so that I can get the pit pen blended out a lot better. And then I'm thinking I want to add this green to get more color into the tag. And I play with it, and I play with it, and I play with it, and I just could not get this to do what I wanted it to do. I didn't like it, and I decided not to. So I grabbed a stencil, and this stencil is fairly old, and I also grabbed some clear crackle paste. And let me tell you, I was impatient, and I wish I hadn't been. I was impatient and I dried it with my heat gun, but the crackles that you get when you let crackle paste dry on its own are so much better. So if you have the time and you're not impatient, then let the crackle paste dry by itself and not with a heat gun. But I was impatient, and I used my heavy gel. This is a really thick gel from Golden to go through that stencil, and I'm pretty sure it's a Crafter's Workshop stencil. It's one of my favorite stencils, but I couldn't find it to link it this time. I really tried, and it was not popping up anywhere. Then I used 2 of my Lindy's sprays, and I really love the color that I got going on here. It really worked so well with the color theme that I already had and the vintagey look that I already had going on. It made me so happy. The last thing I do is I end up grabbing some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold and splattering that all over the tag. And then I wanted to brighten up my birdie and my holly berry some, so I grabbed my Prisma pencils and colored them a little bit. I did some outlining and I did some coloring just to bring some vibrancy back to those elements that are already on the tag, and that made me super happy. All right, supply list will be linked down below. Calico Collage will be linked down below. Please give my video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.